कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम रामा हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम रामा हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम रामा हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम रामा हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा माता
हरे
जी, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू माता। जय
प्रभुपाद की जय, हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, जय गौर प्रेमानंद, हरि हरि बोल। Thank you, Madevi Mataji. This was wonderful. I didn't know you sing so well.
It's all
Thank
your
you, Mataji.
His mercy, ma'am. Thank you.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna to all the devotees. Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandot Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So today, for a change, I'm the speaker. I haven't taken it from so long, but today no one was available. So somehow, last day of Bhishma Panchaka and last day of our very dear Damodar month, I got this opportunity to speak, seeking all of your blessings. And so today we'll cover shloka from 3rd canto, 11th chapter, shloka number 34 to 38. But before that, we'll do Manglacharan.
One minute, Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Before we end the class, please tell us how do we end our fast today?
Parent. Yeah, okay, Mataji. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Thank
We'll
you,
do that.
Mataji.
And if I'll forget, please remind me.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, Mataji. Om Agyantimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarini He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Naruttamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudiraye Nashta Prayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Kham Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamam Mande Shri Gurum Dinakarana Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami Niti Namne Namah Jayapataya Taika Prabhudaya Gaur Katha Dham Dharika Hari Hari Bol. Thank you, Channa Mataji. Always you are ready for this service. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Okay. So, before we'll start this session, a very nice pastime is coming to my mind, which I was reading in, I don't know, when I was doing this Mangalacharan, suddenly I remembered His Grace Ayendra Prabhu. How many of you know about Ayendra Prabhu? Okay, yeah. So Ayendra Prabhu actually was a US citizen, and he was also the disciple of Srila Prabhupada. And he was a very good Kirtaniya, a very good Pujari also. In Vrindavan, to Shri Shyamasundar and Radha Shyamasundar, he was doing the dressing of Radha Shyamasundar. And many devotees have said that when Ayendra Prabhu is doing the Shringar of Radha and Shyamasundar, they look different. And so once, in his early days only, that was the realization of Ayendra Prabhu, that he was sitting, I think, in a temple only, and he was thinking about Krishna. And suddenly, in his words, he says that it is not that I was dreaming. My eyes were open, and I could able to see that Krishna, Balaram, with his all cowherd boys, all calves, they are just going, I was just looking up, like Ayendra Prabhu was looking up, and they were going as if, starting from, like rainbow. Rainbow is from one horizon up to other. So that is how he saw that they have started, running, all of them. Like first, all the cowherd boys and calves are running, and he could see they are going up till from there to here. And then he was looking at everyone. Then finally Balaram. And finally, when Krishna was crossing, Krishna looked at him and he was smiling. And he also smiled by looking Krishna's, beautiful attire, beautiful, his beauty. He was amazed. And that's how they all, went as if they are going from in front of his eyes. So this was so wonderful that, even now also people are seeing Krishna and Radharani. But it is just that maybe they are not discussing it with everyone, and it is not, for everyone that you will able to see or you will able to take darshan of Radharani and Krishna. So just, I don't know, but it came to my mind, so I thought to share it with you. Now, before starting the class, I'll tell you one incident of Srila Prabhupada. That was that one reporter came to Srila Prabhupada and asked that, Srila Prabhupada, you are a guru. So Srila Prabhupada said, yes. So you must know everything. Now tell me, how many windows are there in Empire State Building? Srila Prabhupada said that, before that, you tell me, how many drops of water are there in a mirage? Did you get the point? Means he was asking a useless question, right? That a sadhu or a guru, if he's actually a spiritual person, he doesn't have to know about all these material things. He has to know what? About spiritual things, by which he can uplift the person from, from these material things up to the spiritual realm. That is what he has to know. So I was hearing this pastime, and then suddenly one realization came that, even when we are reading about the calculation of time, sometimes in the second canto we were reading about Sarga, and now Visarga will also start. So all that is perfect, fine. How much Srila Prabhupada has given in the terms of purport, that much is enough. That's what Srila Prabhupada thought. Because Srila Prabhupada is not writing this purport just on his own, whatever coming in Srila Prabhupada's mind. Definitely that is also there. But he had taken the purports or the commentaries of 15 such acharyas. He has read all that, and then he was giving us, the gist of it, which is more important for our Krishna consciousness. Because if we'll go in minute details, how much it is there in Bhagavatam, that is okay. How much Srila Prabhupada is explaining it, that is also okay. But if we'll go, sometimes it so happens that, oh, I want to know more about it. And we start digging. So those things will not invoke our Krishna consciousness. But what will invoke our Krishna consciousness? The concept behind that. Why these things are mentioned in Shrimad Bhagavatam, which very beautifully, and most of the times, His Grace Gaurachand Gopinath Prabhu is also, invoking in our mind those questions. That why we are reading it, what is the concept behind it, and how it can help me to surrender more to Krishna. That is important. So while reading all these things, understanding the magnanimity and powerful nature of Krishna, the power of Krishna, we understand that this is the only Lord whom, if I will surrender myself, or in whose shelter I will come in, I'll always be, protected. I'll always be in safe hands. And with that consciousness, I can do my bhakti as, perfectly as I can, right? Without any fear, without any, material consciousness. So, discussing about that, now Mataji, you can share. We will go to the 34th shloka and see that what Vyasadeva has for us in 34th shloka. Okay, yes. So, Shanti Mataji, will you read the shloka?
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yat ardhamayushastasya pararthamabhidhiyate purvah parardho bhakrantho chaparodhya pravarthate. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, please read the translation also.
Translation with the great divine Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The 100 years of Brahma's life are divided into two parts, the first half and the second half. The first half of the duration of Brahma's life is already over, and the second half is now current. Thank you.
Haribol. Okay. Yes. So second half is now current. So there are two things to understand from this translation. First is that Brahma's life is divided in two parts. What are the two parts? It is called as Parardha. So the first half, the first 50 years are called as first Parardha of Brahmaji's life. And the second half, 51st up till 100 year, that is called the second Parardha. And the first half duration is already over, and the second half duration is right now going on. That is, we are in which year of Brahma? Anyone knows?
52nd.
Okay. Anyone has any other answer?
51, Mataji.
No, this is the 51st year of Brahma, in which we are in. Okay, 51st year of Brahma, That too, 47,400 celestial years are passed. Means elapsed. Okay. So if you will calculate it with by multiplying it by 360, like the earthly calculation, this is 17,064,000 human years are passed of Brahma's life. From the first day, means first hour, Brahma's hour of, his 51st year up till now. So that is the calculation. Now, how Srila Prabhupada is writing in this purport only. Mataji, you can show the purport also. $34, huh? The purport, you can see the last line, 50 years of life of Brahma are already over and 50 years are yet to be completed. Then for Brahma also death is inevitable. That's what Srila Prabhupada is saying. Death is inevitable even for Lord Brahma. So like Srila Krishna is saying, Jatasya hi dhruvor mrityu dhruvam janma mritasya cha. Means the person who has taken birth, he will die also. In this material world, this is the rule and it will happen for everyone, whether he is Brahma or any other person. Right? So we have to die, correct now? We have to die irrespective of the time zone, whichever time zone we are in, and irrespective of our span of life. How much span of life we have. But we have to die. That is for sure. So when we see from earthly years, Brahma's life is too much, right? 11 trillion and 40 billion years are too much. It looks like that it is eternal life, but it is not eternal. Even a bug who is living just for few hours, if he will look at us, for him, our life is like eternal life, correct? But it is not eternal. We know the fact, right? We know the fact. And that is what is the same case with Lord Brahma or the other planets, all the other upper planets. So what happens is that His Grace Radheshyam Prabhu was saying in his lecture that, see, we are always, instead of understanding that, what is the importance of time, what are we doing? We are always finding out where we can get material enjoyment. So Radheshyam Prabhu was saying that, see, for enjoyment, this material enjoyment, you have to struggle hard. Everyone struggle for the enjoyment, for this material enjoyment. Then you struggle to protect it, right? That it should not go anywhere else, means it should be always in my life. This enjoyment should always be there. And then what happened? You cannot able to control its depreciation, whether the thing by which you are getting enjoyment or your body. One thing will depreciate for sure, and you cannot control it at all. So we waste our whole life, sometimes because we know and we are, reading Shrimad Bhagavatam. So I should not take the word we, but many people in this world, they waste their whole life in this endeavor of getting enjoyment, protecting it, and then will be very fearful of its depreciation. Like last day, Prabhu was giving example of Michael Jackson. There was one more person, I think Prabhupada was giving example. I don't know, Walt Disney's owner, he also had the same thing that, I don't want to die. So he also had set of doctors and maybe scientists also, that they were doing, each day they were doing some or the other experiments, by which, they can do some invention by which that medicine can be created. But It's not possible. It's not possible for everyone, however rich, however, poor. So His Grace Amrendra Prabhu, His Grace Amrendra Prabhu was saying in one of his lectures, not lectures, actually, he was, I think he was addressing to a new set of devotees. Because what he was saying is the main wealth of our life is time. Not our life, but this body, human body, is time. The main wealth, the prime thing, what you can think of, that is time. And then he told that, many times, people go to watch movie. For 3 hours, 2.5 hours, they watch movie. But in that movie, what they show, sometimes some kind of violence, sometimes, some kind of vulgarity, maybe, rape, or maybe murder, or something or the other. So he said that all these things will come and take place in your mind. It will come and take place in your mind, and you will not come to know about it. So even if in the movie they will show something good, something good, nice, that is also not going to take you, free your bondage of this material world. That will keep you in this world. Even good things also, which they will show, that will keep you in this world. They'll not free you from this material bondage. So the other day, someone asked this question, like, why, still those thoughts or those unnecessary things are coming in our mind? And Prabhu has beautifully answered that, it happens because of the last karma, because the impression is there, because our subtle body is always with us. That is one reason. Second reason is this also. In this material world only, if we are, okay, fine, we are not watching anything which is not required or which is not favorable for Krishna consciousness. What we do, we actually, meet so many people, go to office, and, in our society, with our relatives. So all those things are coming and sitting in our heart or in our mind, and somewhere or the other, that is the time when you will not feel, oh, I am getting influenced of these things. But later on, when the time will come, those things will reflect. And that is why we should be very careful. That's why Acharya says we should be very, very careful that in which association we are in. If we are taking association of devotees, we'll always be in a mood of serving Lord. Even when we will sleep, we will have such, dreams in our, while sleeping also, we will see that, oh, I'm doing arati, and I'm doing, garland seva, or I am cooking for Lord, or I am, sweeping Lord's place, or cleaning Lord's place, or I'm dressing Lord, something or the other. You will always be in the thought of Krishna. And if not Krishna, then devotees, right? So that is the reason, Amrendra Prabhu was saying, and it was such a nice way Amrendra Prabhu was, explaining to the new people that they were also understanding that, yeah, if I'm doing this, I'm doing it wrong. And I should, start giving more time to Krishna consciousness or things related to bhakti. Now the next shloka comes, which is 35 shloka. So here it is clear, right? There are two parts, which are the first parardha, second parardha. First parardha is first year of Brahma up till the 50 years of Brahma. Second parardha is 51st year of Brahma up till 100 years of Brahma, which is right now going on. And we are in the 51st year of Lord Brahma. Now 35th. Okay. Yeah, Shobha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji, text 35. Purvasya dhau paradhasya brahmo nama mahan abhut kalpa yatra abhavat brahma shabdha brahmeti yam viduhu. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In the beginning of the first half of Brahma's life, there was a millennium called Brahma Kalpa, wherein Lord Brahma appeared. The birth of the Vedas was simultaneously with Brahma's birth. Haribol Mataji, thank you.
Haribol. Yeah. So here, there's one thing that in the beginning of first half of Brahma's life, that millennium is called Brahma Kalpa. First half of Brahma's life. Not the second half which is going on. First half of Brahma's life. That is when Brahma took his birth. So that Kalpa is called what? Brahma Kalpa. Okay, na? That Kalpa is called Brahma Kalpa. And the birth tithi of Brahma, if someone wants to know, that is the Shukla Pratipad of Chaitra month. Prabhupada is giving in purple. Shukla Pratipad of Chaitra month is the birth tithi of Brahma. So that is first phase of the waxing moon, Shukla Pratipad is. So like we have our days, months, years, and each thing has its own name. Similarly, even for Brahma also, there are different days which are called, Brahma's day is called as?
Kalpa.
Perfect, Kalpa. So there are actually 30 Kalpas. Like we have in our month, we have 30 or 31 days. In Brahma's month, Brahma has 30 days. And those 30 days are actually given, each day has given one name. So it starts with the Varaha Kalpa, then Neela Lohita Kalpa, then Vamadeva Kalpa, Gathantara Kalpa, Raurava Kalpa, Prana Kalpa. Like that, there are 30 names. If you want to know those names of each day of Brahma, you can go and check in 2nd Canto, 10th chapter, 46th shloka. In the purport, Prabhupada had given all these names. So you can go and check that. So now each day of Brahma is called Kalpa. Then 30 such Kalpas, 30 days of Brahma, 30 such Kalpas make 1 month of Brahma. Then 12 months make 1 year of Brahma. And like that, Brahma lives for 100 years. So that is the calculation. Now, just to know, because we are talking about Kalpa, there are 3 kinds of Kalpas. Right now, we only know about Brahma's one day is called Kalpa, right? But there are 2 other Kalpas which are called as Mahakalpa and Vikalpa. So what is Mahakalpa? There are 2 definitions of Mahakalpa. One definition in this particular shloka only, which I told, 2:10:46, it is given by Srila Prabhupada, that Lord assumes Karanodakshai Vishnu form, which is called as Mahakalpa. And also the 2 paradhas, when the 2, 50 years of Brahma, the 2 innings will be over, the 100 year will be over. That is also called as Mahakalpa. So that is Mahakalpa. Now what is Vikalpa? Vikalpa is creation of Brahma, from creation of Brahma up till the dispersion of material ingredients, the Sarga. So that is called Vikalpa. And Kalpa, you all know that it is Brahma's one day. So if you want to know about it, like have a practical example about it, there is a practical example which is Narad Muni's story. So Narad Muni had 2 previous births. What were 2 previous births of Narad Muni?
One as son of maid.
It's a
Son of maid servant.
maid servant.
Yeah. Another one. Okay. So there are 2 births of Narad Muni. One was that he was a Gandharva.
Yes.
He was a Gandharva. And why he actually taken birth as a maid servant son? Because he was cursed. What happened is, I'll just tell you in short, that Narad Muni was a Gandharva. He was very handsome. So he was very puffed up also. And because of that, once what happened, that Prajapatis asked him to come to their assembly and sing the glories of the Lord. Instead of singing glories of the Lord, he started singing glories of the glories of demigods. So Prajapati has cursed that, you have done a work as a Shudra So like a Shudra, so you will take birth as a son of Shudra. And that's how he came to this material world. So even from this story, we can also learn that even Devatas or any such powerful personalities like Prajapatis, they also don't want to listen the glories of or hear the glories of themselves or glories of Devatas. They always want to hear the glories of Lord. So when we are chanting, when we are singing the glories of the Lord or singing bhajans or singing kirtan, then that is the time when they are very happy. Because of this person, I can able to hear glories of Lord. Right? So this is the story. And that all happened the previous day of Brahma. Because then Narad Muni goes to for after the dissolution, and then after the dissolution again, Brahma is creating. And when Brahma is creating, he had given the body of to Narad Muni. To means maid servant son, he gave the body of Narad. So this is, we can understand through that example, like how kalpas are there, different kalpas, and in different kalpas, different stories or different things are taking place. 36 Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah,
Dandavat Pranam. Tasyaiva chante kalpo bodhyam padmam abhichakshate yadhare navisarasa asi loka saroruham. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The millennium which followed the first Brahma millennium is known as the Padma Kalpa because in that millennium the universal lotus flower grew out of the navel reservoir of water of the personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so this is, now they are talking about, so this is little confusing. What they are saying, what Vyasadeva is saying here, that the millennium which followed the first Brahma millennium. Actually, this is Maitreya and Vidur conversation. So the millennium which followed the first Brahma millennium. Brahma millennium means the day when Brahma is taking birth. That is Brahma Kalpa. Now that particular Kalpa is called as Brahma Kalpa also, and it's called as Shweta Varaha or Varaha Kalpa also. So now the third name is coming, which is Padma Kalpa. So now what is Padma Kalpa? We will understand here. Now Padma Kalpa is the Kalpa when the lotus grows from the navel of Lord Vishnu. So lotus grows, and with lotus, the stem is, and then the lotus, and on the top of the lotus, Brahmaji is there. So when this happens, that particular kalpa is also called as Padma Kalpa. Okay. So in the purport, in the purport also it's there. The last line you see. The Padma Kalpa is also called the Pitra Kalpa in certain Puranas. So the last day of Brahma, I told you, like all these 30 days of Brahma has different names. So the last day of Brahma has the name as Pitra Kalpa. Okay. Now, what happens is when this last day of Brahma comes, so the Sandhya period is always this Kalpa is ending and the next Kalpa is going to start. This Yuga is ending and the next Yuga is going to start. So that is the Sandhya period. So that period, what happens is that everything will dissolve and go into the Narayan's body. And again, this process in the navel of, in the belly of, or the abdomen of Vishnu will start. Garbhodakshai Vishnu. What is the process? Process of all the planets and everything, the Sarga creation will start inside Garbhodakshai Vishnu. So then that Kalpa, and since the time like that stem grows and the lotus comes, that particular period is called as Padma Kalpa. So sometimes that is little confusing, that what is Padma Kalpa, what is Brahma Kalpa, and what is Varaha Kalpa or Shweta Varaha Kalpa. So Brahma Kalpa only occurs once in Brahma's birth. Brahma's life, because Brahma's birth will happen only once, correct? So that is Brahma Kalpa. Now when it calls Padma Kalpa, maybe Padma Kalpa as per Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, this can happen sometimes. So it's not that lotus grows only once, that stem grows only once. it can happen in, some times of Brahma's life, that 100 years of Brahma. So in the 50th year of Brahma, when his first inning is over, first parardha is over, that time, it's given in the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur that all the planets, that all the planets, they submerged in water and they, that will all be demolished in the each night of Brahma. That we know. But this 50th night, one more thing happens. You know that the lower three planets after Satyaloka, that is Maharloka, Janaloka, and Tapaloka. Tapaloka, Janaloka, Maharloka, whichever, sequence you say. Okay. These three lokas will never, be submerged, will never diminish. Because their life, the inhabitants of these three lokas' life will as long as Brahma's life. But in 50th year, what will happen? These lokas will also submerge. And Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that at this time, all these three planets with, all the inhabitants, they'll go inside the body of Narayan. Body of Narayan. And when Brahma will wake up at the, 51st day, again, he will see, he will look, and he cannot even find the four Kumaras, Bhrigu Rishi, and all those, sages. Then again, he will start creation. But this is not the creation as such that these, sages died. These sages just changed their place. That's it. The place of these three lokas has been changed. From the, stem, it went inside the body of Lord Narayan. That is the only thing. But they are not died. They are very much, meditating on Lord, the way they are meditating always. And then again, creation will start and then Brahma will create. But this happens, like it is very clearly mentioned that this happened twice. First, in the first day of Brahma, and second, in the 51st year of Brahma. But after that also, in between also it can happen, because Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has used the word sometimes. So sometimes means not only twice, maybe in between also, this creation and dissolution will take place. But whatever it is, these four planets will always be there, and the other planets will be, vanished and be created again and again and again. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Yeah. Next shloka, 37. Yeah, Prashanti Mataji, please.
Yeah. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Mataji, Pranam.
Ayantu katitah kalpo dvitiyasyapi bharata varaha iti vikyato yatrasi chokaro harihi. Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. A descendant of Bharata, the first millennium in the second half of the life of Brahma, is also known as the Varaha millennium, because the personality of Godhead appeared in that millennium as the hog incarnation. Thank you. Shall I read purport, Mataji?
No, Mataji, leave it.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji.
I am
Hare
trying
Krishna,
to cover all the points which Prabhupada has covered. Yeah. So how many of you know that how many Varaha incarnation happened?
Two.
How many Varaha incarnation?
Two.
Yeah.
Mataji.
Okay.
Varaha and
So who
Shvetavaraha.
are these two?
One is white
Varaha
and
and
one was red.
Shvetavaraha.
That's what I think.
Yeah. Shweta Varaha and Rakta Varaha. Yeah. These are the two. So, but who fought with Hiranyaksha?
Raktavaraha.
Rakta Varaha. And this is a very easy thing. If you will see any ISKCON picture of Hiranyaksha and Varaha fight, you will find that it is Rakta Varaha, Red Varaha Dev. Red Varaha Dev is fighting with Hiranyaksha. So the purpose of these two Varaha incarnations were that the Shweta Varaha means happened to be invented because of the dissolution. At the time of dissolution, this earth went down, and to take up Earth again and placing it in its orbit, Shvetavaraha had, come. So this is just simply saving the Earth, not fighting with any demon, simply saving the Earth. But the second Varaha, that is Rakta Varaha, that, Rakta Varaha invented to first save the Earth and then kill Hiranyaksha, because he wanted to, utilize all the natural elements of the earth. That's why, this all the full fight and all took place. So that is the, two Varaha incarnation. Why? Because this is Varaha, about Varaha incarnation. So we should know that there are always, two Varaha incarnations. And first is, first Kalpa, which is called as, Varaha Kalpa. Sometimes it is also called as Shweta Varaha Kalpa. So from this, we come to know that Shweta Varaha Kalpa, Shweta Varaha was the first one. And then the Rakta Varaha. Okay. Yeah, next one, Mataji. 38. 38 or 37? Okay.
37.
Yeah.
38,
Okay.
Mataji, 38.
38, Mataji.
This is done, Mataji. Just now this is done. 38. Yeah. Yeah, Anita Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Somastureta savanani avastitihi samsta vivedastav devadatavaha satrani sarvani sharira sandes tvam sarva yajna kraturishti bandanaha.
Sorry, Mataji, this is from 13th chapter. I just missed it.
Oh,
That's what, okay.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Yeah,
And no
Mataji,
one has see our,
confused.
so much of ignorance. Me too. I'm talking about myself. I'm not talking about anyone else.
I just missed. Sorry.
No. It's okay, Mataji. You are doing such a wonderful seva. We are very grateful to you.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Mataji, you can read.
I am Hare Krishna. Yeah. Okay. कालोऽयं द्विपरारदाख्यो निमेषमुपचर्यते अव्यक्ता अव्याकृतस्यानन्तस्य हे अनाधैर्जगदात्मनः. Hare Krishna. Translation also?
Yes, Mataji, Sindhu Mataji will read because she has also raised that. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, pranams Mataji.
Pranam.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
The duration of the two parts of Brahma's life, as above mentioned, is calculated to be equal to 1 nimesha, less than a second, for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is unchanging and unlimited and is the cause of all causes of the universe. Purport?
No purport, Mataji. So
Okay.
this is
Thank you.
actually, we are coming to the summary of everything is this shloka. Like what I have said, first, while beginning, this is what we have to understand. See, Brahma's life, that it is like how many times we have discussed. It is huge from our perspective. But for Supreme Lord, what is that? Just one exhaling, Brahma life starts, and just one inhaling, Brahma lives end. Only this much duration. So now we can understand, right? That for Lord, this is actually nothing. Nothing. So that is, they are saying that it is less than 1 nimesha. That is even less than 1 second. Just one breathing, Brahma comes. One inhaling, Brahma dies. That's it. So, we know that what is the calculation of Brahma's life. Then we know, first of all, we know about our earthly years. Then we know about Swarga Loka, 6 months. Then we know about the other, the Brahma's life. Like that, only the other 3 lokas also have the same life. So this is, too much. Like we think that, oh, this is, such a big number almost it is never ending. But that never ending thing is what? Just one breath of Lord Mahavishnu. So this all calculation is just go waste, because this is what we have to understand, that this Lord who is so powerful, just, 1 nimesha, 1 second or less than 1 second, all this creation, all this, whatever happens, like so many times, Padma Kalpa, then Brahma Kalpa, and then so many Kalpas every time, everything finishes. That's it. So this is why when we study these things, we understand that whom we have to surrender and how much. Like sometimes, people, like in my case also, we say that, okay, we are surrendered souls, but we are not surrendered. We are trying to surrender ourselves. Still trying. Still after reading all that, we are trying. We are not fully surrendered. So this is why we have to understand the concept, like I was saying in beginning. That is why we have to understand the concept. And when we will understand the concept, this surrendering process will be very, very, very easy for us, which is right now too much difficult. So in this, Lord means through this, we understand that Lord is, unlimited. He is actually controlling everything. Even when we are residing in this world only, suppose you want, because going back to Godhead is something which is, yet we say Dilli Dur hai, correct? But being in this world only, if we will surrender ourselves and we'll become, try to become pure devotees of the Lord, and or try to invest our time more into, bhakti or into the service of Krishna, service of devotees, what will happen that we will also come to the platform, one day, that we will become the pure devotees of the Lord. And when we'll become pure devotees of the Lord, this time, this very time about which we are reading, about which we are trying to learn, that time will not have any influence on us. Because this time has influence on body. This time has no influence on soul. Right now? So this is the whole, thing, the gist of it, that we have to understand about Lord's power, about Lord's, this, controlling nature, that he is only the controlling one. No one else can do anything, right? Whether he is Lord Brahma, forget about all other, living entities, or the Devatas also, not even Lord Brahma. So very nice. Now, Mataji, can you stop sharing? I will share one beautiful, or Mataji, you can only share 7th canto, 6th chapter, 6th verse. Channa Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, one
Yeah, Mataji. 7th canto, 6th chapter,
6.
and 6th verse. You can only type. These are the 3 shlokas of Prahlad Maharaj. He's saying that, how people are wasting their lives. So this is very nice. These 3 shlokas are actually when he's praying to, Narsimhadev. After that, he had given, some, to schoolmates. That's what. To his schoolmates, he's, see, 5-year-old boy is telling about these things to other, 5 or 4 years or 6 years boys. So he says in translation, I'll just read translation. Every human being has a maximum duration of life of 100 years. But for one who cannot control his senses, half of those years are completely lost, because at night, He sleeps 12 hours, being covered by ignorance. Therefore, such a person has a lifetime of only 50 years. So if we are sleeping also too much, that is also, that's why, Prabhupada was sleeping less. All the other acharyas were also, even Bhaktivinoda Thakur, all the other Bhakti Saraswati Thakur, all the acharyas. So what Prahlad Maharaj is saying is that, sleeping too much is taking away the most, like Amreen Prabhu said, the prime, wealth of us. It is just going waste. So it's not that we should not sleep. We should sleep, what is required as per our body. But that's it. Next, Mataji, next shloka. And then he says that every human being has a maximum number. In the tender age of childhood, when everyone is bewildered, one passes 10 years. Similarly, in boyhood, engaged in sporting and playing, one passes another 10 years. In this way, 20 years are wasted. Similarly, in old age, when one is an invalid, unable to perform even material activities, one passes another 20 years wastefully. So, I wouldn't say this invalid, why he had taken this word. It's not about the devotees. It's not about those people who are hearing Shrimad Bhagavatam, who are hearing all the, Acharya's work. Not for them, but for them who have not understood the aim of life. Next, Mataji. So how we, one very good example we have got from this. See, Lord Brahma, when he was born, when it was Brahma Kalpa, when he had taken birth, even then also, he was just 1 year old. Now. At that time, what was his age? When he was born? What was his age as per the 100 years calculation? It was the first year of Brahma. Even then also, Brahma had done penances. Up till his 100 years of life, he is only working to satisfy Krishna. He is only investing his time to either in his, austerities or penances, or working for Krishna's will, as per Krishna's will. Right? So, and what happens to us? When we take birth, 10 years just waste. Because we don't even understand. Because everyone is not Prahlad Maharaj. Everyone is not Dhruv Maharaj. Everyone is not Narad Muni. Right? That at 5 years of age, you will know everything. Or you will understand the aim of life. Right? So how we waste, that is what Prahlad Maharaj is explaining. One whose mind and senses are uncontrolled becomes increasingly attached to family life because of insatiable lusty desires and very strong illusion. In such a madman's life, the remaining years are also wasted because even during those years, he cannot engage himself in devotional service. So if we are too much of, engaged, that is also, as per Prahlad Maharaj, is not suggested, means we shouldn't. But when our, family is devotee family, we are serving them, then it is okay, then it is fine. Because anyways, we are just serving the devotees. So our life is going to serve the devotees. Yeah. So this is how Prahlad Maharaj is very, very beautifully open our eyes, because that's what we do and that's how we waste our life. Once because there are small clips which comes for, of these lectures. So once I was hearing, Amreen Prabhu was saying that, a person who is not getting up early in the morning, if he is getting up after 6 a.m., he will not get Krishna. Why did he say that? There is a pastime of Srila Prabhupada, where Srila Prabhupada is in Vrindavan. And in Vrindavan, he called everyone at 5:30 a.m. So everyone came except the 2 disciples. So these 2 disciples were, because Prabhupada saw that these 2 disciples are not present. So he named them and asked that, where are they? And the people said that they are sleeping. So Srila Prabhupada became very angry and he said that this is not the way. Why are they sleeping at 5:30 a.m.? So he told his servants to go and get them. And when they came, paid their obeisances, Srila Prabhupada told them that if you don't rise up early in the morning and don't chant, you will not get Krishna. This is what Prabhupada said. So Amrin Prabhu was just repeating this. And then he said, on the other hand, if you are getting up early in the morning, this is all, as per your health permits. First of all, I will say that as per your health permits. But if you do not have any such health challenges, you can, you should get up early in the morning, chant or hear Hari Katha or, read Shastras. So, yeah, these things are recommended. But what did Prabhupada said? Prabhupada said, on the other hand, if you are getting up early in the morning, right, and chanting or strictly following 4 regulated principles, and in the due course of time, you are also reducing your, sleeping and eating, in 12 years of time, you will become a person who whatever you will speak, that will be perfect. That will be perfect. Means you will become a very, very good preacher. We can say that, right? So these are the words of Srila Prabhupada. So this way he is, we can understand that how Srila Prabhupada was so adamant of getting up early in the morning. Even one very exalted devotee of Srila Prabhupada, disciple of Srila Prabhupada, very, very senior disciple, once he said in one interview or somewhere that maybe, the chanting is the most difficult task in this all 14 planetary systems. It is not, but he was saying, suppose it is, the most difficult task, most troublesome task, or most, means a task which is uphill task kind of. Then also, I will chant, because when I am chanting Krishna's name, Krishna becomes happy. So this is why I will chant, because I want to make Krishna happy. That is a good reason, a pretty good reason that we should, chant. Because sometimes, it means, I think each day we are struggling, right? When we are chanting, even in Brahma Muhurta also, our mind is going here and there and here and there. But thing is that our endeavor should also be there, right? It's not that, if I'm not chanting properly, I'll not chant. I will chant the day when I will start chanting properly. No, that day will never come. That day will never come. Because if you will not practice, how will you perform, such a hurricane task? This is a kind of very, very difficult task that, doing our malas, forget about 16 malas, just one japa, just one, round is very difficult that you can, concentrate your mind. Very difficult. So on this note, I'll end here. And also, there are so many such things which we have discussed, but I want to discuss something which is very positive, which will give us motivation. See, sometimes I have heard that, people are getting very demotivated by this, first of all, chanting, because it's not happening properly. The rounds are not quality rounds and many other things. But how we can motivate ourselves in bhakti, there are some points which came to my mind, and I just thought to share it with all of you. See, first point is, and then I will end. It's 10:29. I'll end in 3 to 4 minutes. First thing is that when we have taken birth, this particular millennium is the millennium where Krishna, as Krishna, as Shyamasundar Krishna, the Golok Vrindavan, the avatari Krishna had taken, advented himself, correct? So it's not avatar Krishna, it is avatari Krishna, which takes birth only in one day of Brahma's one kalpa, correct? So we are very fortunate. Why? Because in this, when Shyama Sundar Krishna comes, only then Vrindavan Leelas happen. Only then Raj Leelas are. Apart from that, if any avatar comes, then only Mathura and Dwaraka Leela happens, not Vrindavan Leelas. That was the reason when Krishna, Akrura had taken Krishna and Balaram, Krishna has changed his form to Vasudev Krishna. Shyama Sundar Krishna didn't leave Vrindavan, right? So we are so fortunate that we got this, this fortune of hearing the Braj Leelas, hearing the Vrindavan Leelas. First. Second, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, correct? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, and it's not, long ago. It's just 500 years ago. So we are very fortunate. Third, we are fortunate because we got associated with Srila Prabhupada's Krishna consciousness movement. Correct? Yeah. And we got so many, association of so many devotees. In each city, there are not only one temple, somewhere there are 2-3 temples. Like in Bangalore, there are 4 temples. Like 4th temple is going to build up. So that's how, and then we are so fortunate that we got this ICF, where all of us are coming and, hearing Shrimad Bhagavatam, Brahma Samhita, Nectar of Devotion, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, the spiritual pastimes from, again, Shrimad Bhagavatam. So we are so fortunate. Never ever be demotivated. Never ever. Because this chance, what we have got, or what our children will get, that is the golden chance. And I've said that, I think, in one of my sessions, that His Holiness Kadam Kanan Swami Maharaj said, this is not Kali Yuga, this is a Chaitanya Yuga. This is a Chaitanya Yuga. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had given us this Maha Mantra, by chanting which we can make this Kali Yuga as good as, transcendental abode. This very material world will become the transcendental abode if we will chant properly. One day we will. So Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. I'll just summarize that we have learned about the 2 paradhas of Brahma. That is, the first paradha is for 50 years, second paradha is next 50 years. And the 2 paradhas together are called as Mahakalpa also. And then we got to know that there are different names of kalpas, like there is Brahma Kalpa, there is Padma Kalpa, and there are different 30 days are called different, different names of kalpas. And then the power of Lord, that what is, the life of Brahma, which from our perspective is so huge. It is just one, breathing of Brahma, breathing of Lord Vishnu. That's it. So, Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. Thanks to all of you for listening so calmly and patiently. Now, if there is any question, it's okay. Otherwise, I'll show you my altar.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hari Bol.
Only in the time how Nimesha can be less than a second. In one of the slokas, Supreme Personality of Godhead's time and all, 1 Nimesha, that is less than a second, it is written there.
Yeah, less than a second. That's what, Prabhu. So
Nimesha means should be more than a second. Second is 37 or 38.
Yeah, 38, I think, Prabhu. Now the last one. The last one, Prabhu, that is 38.
1 Nimesha. Nimesha is written as less than a second, Mataji. That I want to have clarification.
Okay, and what are you saying, Prabhu? That it is the second only.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Prabhuji is asking, how can a nimisha, a minute, be less than a second, Mataji? That is his question, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Okay. No, it's not a minute. I don't think so. Is that?
Nimesha means minute.
It is 8/15 seconds and 11th chapter 14th shloka it was given, Mataji.
Hare
8 by 15 seconds.
1 minute.
Which shloka, Mataji? Just I'll wait. I'll share the screen.
11th chapter, 14th, same canto, third canto.
Over here. 8/15 seconds. Is it right? Is this the
Okay,
shloka you are
Mataji. I think this Nimesha, what we know is different from the Nimesha written here. Nimesha, normally we say 1 Nimesha means 1 minute. That is conventional and probably we have to know this scale. It is 8/15 of 8/15 of a second it is written. Okay, Mataji, thank you for the class.
Yeah, actually it is the blinking of the eyes also.
Yeah, blinking of the eyes. That is also
That
there.
is correct, Mataji.
Yeah. So that is less than a second. Okay. Anything else?
Yes, Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah.
Mataji, you are saying about Shyamasundara form of Krishna. He has taken birth. Can you please repeat that, Mataji?
Not taken birth, Mataji. He had invented.
Yeah, that's what Mataji. You were saying about something about that. Can you please repeat about that, Mataji?
Mataji, this is you must have heard, all of you, that Krishna is coming. The Krishna in his original form, he is coming only once in one kalpa of Brahma. That is true, na? That you all have heard about it.
Yes,
right?
Mataji.
Yeah. So that's what this Krishna is the original Krishna, who is the Krishna who lives in Golok Vrindavan. Right. So when Krishna comes in his original form, these Vrindavan pastimes happen. Correct. Okay. These Vrindavan pastimes happen. Now, if suppose like in different millenniums, when Krishna will advent as avatar, not as avatari. Avatari means the source of all incarnations. So that is Krishna who is living in Golok Vrindavan. But if suppose he will advent as an avatar of Shirodakshayi or Garbhodakshayi or Vishnu, then at that time, what will happen? There will be no Vrindavan Leelas. There will be no Vrindavan Leelas. Because Vrindavan Leelas can only happen by Shyamasundar Krishna. There will be Leelas only like Mathura and Dwaraka. Now, how will it be that, maybe if we will take birth, then we will hear and then we can able to tell. But right now, this is the truth. This is what?
Mataji, Krishna will come only once in Kalpa, means 71 yugas, Mahayugas.
Yeah, Mataji.
Only once.
That
so
is,
every
Dwapar Krishna
Yuga,
means the Golok Vrindavan, the original Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. So he doesn't come in every Dwapar Yuga?
No, not every Dwapar Yuga. Even I was, okay, leave it. Yeah, so what it is that maybe, Krishna is coming in every Dwapar Yuga, but this Krishna will not come. As we know, this statement is there in many places. So the Krishna who will come, he'll be avatar of, Vishnu. So the avatar, when he will come, these pastimes which are there in Vrindavan cannot be performed by anyone else. Cannot be performed by anyone else. So that is why we are very, very fortunate. Yeah, someone has written 7th Manu 28th cycle. Yeah. So that is why we are very, very fortunate that we have taken birth and we can hear these Braj Leelas, this Vrindavan pastimes, because this is these are the pastimes which can create that love for Krishna which we are hankering for. But before that love will arise, we have to clean our heart, right? So this chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is cleaning our heart. Then after that, after cleansing our heart, when we will hear these leelas or read about these leelas, we will not able to hear it, properly. The incessant flow of tears and, this transcendental vibrations and that, that experience we can have only when our heart will be cleansed. So today only morning I was reading one message of His Holiness Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. He was saying that, if you are reading Chaitanya Leela, if you are reading Krishna Leela and you are not getting, excited, or you are not getting, the feeling of love will not arise, that means your heart is not pure. Still, you have to chant more. Huh? So we cannot stop reading, but what I'm saying is that we can again and again try to clarify. Marjanam is, that has to happen continuously.
Sure,
Yeah.
Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji, shall I take only 1 minute?
Yeah, sure, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, as per your today's class, just in one breathing, Brahma finish off his work. He ends his life. When we compare to that our lives, just not even a fraction of second of Supreme Lord, we will be vanished.
Yeah.
If so, we are not supposed to open our mouth. Just to, if we open our mouth, only to chant. We must not think. Other than that, if we wish, if you don't mind, I myself are lost. Just a fraction of second of Supreme Lord. Why we are doing? We are least than the dust. We are nothing at least. We are least than even dust we can see, but we are beyond that. To that extent, we are least. Why? So because of ego, we were like our acting like anything. Yes, with whims and fancies, we were dancing in this material world. So, Mataji, you
I have a question, Mataji.
you have opened our eyes. So, right from this moment itself, we have to take to live such a type of living. Hare Krishna, Mataji. So you have enlightened me. I am grateful to you. Thank you, Mataji.
I have not enlightened Prabhu. Whatever I've taken, it was all from the lectures of Amreen Prabhu. I think Amreen Prabhu is such a person. When he was giving, this, they were talking, and he was giving this gyan to the young, I think, youth or the new devotees were there. And I was thinking that if someone will hear Amreen Prabhu, he cannot be a non-devotee. Non-devotee means he will definitely come to Krishna consciousness.
Yes, Mataji, he's too good.
Yeah, that is for sure. So it's all that, Prabhu, whatever we hear, because it's not about, one person or two or three, because all that we are hearing, keep on hearing. So at least we have come to the platform that whatever we are hearing, we can able to speak up. But it doesn't mean that what am I speaking, that is from, my heart or my innovation or my ideas or my knowledge. Nothing is mine. Even, talking about anything which we think in this world is mine, it's not yours. It's all given by, the mercy of Krishna. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Very nice realization, Krishnamurti Prabhu. Yeah, Padma Mataji, take this question and then I will show you the altar because it's 10:44. Yeah,
Mataji, this Mahakalpa, you said that Lord came as Karnadaksha Vishnu, right?
Mahakalpa.
Yeah, then the second one, that was the first one. Second one, and Vikalpa. Can you tell me, Mataji, please?
Vikalpa is, Mataji, the creation of Lord Brahma up till the creation of Sarga. That moment is called. So you can maybe say that at the time when this, Mahatattva come and the all preparation is going on, correct? So that may be called as Vikalpa.
Okay.
So all the ingredients are getting ready, and then after, this, birth of Brahma happens.
Yeah,
so up till there, we can say it's a Vikalpa.
Yeah, second Mahakalpa is what? You said 3 kalpas, no? First one as Karnadaksha Vishnu. Second one
Mahakalpa, then this Vikalpa, and then third one is normal Kalpa, 1 day of Brahma Mataji.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, can you just repeat Mahakalpa, Mataji?
Mahakalpa is, Mataji, that the when Lord is taking the form of Mahavishnu. That is what Prabhupada says. That is one definition of Mahakalpa. Another definition of Mahakalpa is that these two parardhas, or the 50 years, the whole life of Brahma, when it will be over, that is Mahakalpa. That is also called as Mahakalpa.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. So I'll show you. Otherwise, I hope there's no question. So I'm switching off my camera. I'll switch it on once I'll reach to my altar. Hare Bol. Who is going to sing today?
Me, Mataji.
Tele Mataji.
Me.
Yeah.
Padma.
Okay. Padma Mataji, yeah, please sing.
Mataji, give me a minute. I'll go to the other room because there's some construction happening. Lot of disturbance. I'll go to the other room.
Okay. Okay. Till then, I'll show you. Okay. Wait. So this is Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gurudev ki jai. And then this is the altar.
Okay, shall I start, Mataji?
Yeah, Mataji, please. All of you can see it properly, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashodaviyolokaladavamanam Paramishtamatyamtato Drutagopya Rudantamurnetrayugmarnijantam Karambojayugmena satankanetram Moshvashakam patrirekhankakanta Sitagrivadamodaram bhaktivadam Iti Triksalila-virananda-kunde Sagosham nimajantam-akhyapayantam Taliyesitajeshu bhakti-sitatvam Puna prematastam sata-viti vande Varam deva moksham na moksha-vadim va Nachanyam vine Varisham apiya idam teva purnata gopala balam sada me manasya virastam kimanye idam teva purnata gopala idam te mukham bojam atyantanile pitam kundale snigdharasya gopya Moshchumbitam bimbaraktadaram me manasya virastam alam lakshaladi Namo Dimadamoda Ananta Vishnu Prasida Prabhu Dukha Jaladhimagnam Kripa Dristi Vishyati Dinam Batano Grahane Shamamagnami Vyakshidrishya Kripa Dristi Vishyati Dinam Batano Grahane Shamamagnami Vyakshidrishya Kueratmajao Badamruteiva Yadva Vayamochitao Bhakti Bhajao Kritao Cha Tata Prema Bhaktim Swakam Me Prayaja Namokshe Graho Me Stidamodharira Namaste Sudamne Spuradipidamne Tvadiyodharaya Vishwasya Dhamne Namo Radhikayi Tvadiya Priyayi Namo Anantalilaya Devaya Tubham Namo Radhikayi Tvadiya Priyayi Namo Anantalilaya Devaya Tubham Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Damodara, Jaya Damodara, Damodara, Jaya Damodara, Jaya Radha, Damodara Radhe, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. दामोदर अष्टकम की जय, राधा दामोदर की जय, कार्तिक महीना की जय, तुलसी मैया की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल, अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, आज की आनंद की जय. Thank you, Mataji.
So,
for giving me a chance.
happy Tulsi Vivah also, because that
Yeah.
is today
Yes,
only.
yes.
Yeah.
Happy Tulsi Vivah ki jay.
Jai.
I say na
And-
Tulsi, yeah, Tulsi Maiya ki jay.
Tulsi Maiya ki jai. Mataji, you were asking about this Tarpan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the end of this day, like some like our Guru Maharaj does it in a way that at the moonrise, that day, I think Alasudha Mataji was also saying, at the moonrise, he we make nice prasadam, and then with that, the paisam, and that we offer and show it to moon, and then after we can, break our prasadam, break our fast. But with that, there is a mantra, there is a shloka actually, which we have to recite. So that is also there, I think, in the content which Kalasudha Mataji has shared. That mantra you have to read, and then you have to in your mind, or maybe if you can, best thing is that you should call Vaishnavas and feast, or do the feast, or give them prasadam. But if you cannot do that, you can maybe give it to some temple, next whichever the Sunday or the feast day, they will utilize your money on that, in that. And then the other thing